Hey everybody. Hey everyone. Hey Vibrant. Vibrant, you're the first one here. Hey, ow. How are you? Hey the unfiltered Muffy. Hey everyone. Hey guys. I'm just coming real quick to have a little talk about some video I just watched a few minutes ago. Yes, I'm going to be talking about this video I just saw. So let me add it to the stream and let's talk about it. It's not showing. Hold on. We both don't go to Give me a read. I'm telling you, Mark. Hey to those coming. Hey Chantel. Hey to those coming in. I don't know what's been going on with me and my stuff because the video refuses to play. I'm only seeing a black screen. Not sure why, but that's what I'm seeing. So I'm going to try one more time to see what happens if I try to play the video again. So let's see. This is the work of the devil. Now I'm here with my video ready to show it, and I'm like playing my video. I can see it, but then when I check again, all I'm seeing is a black screen. So I'm gonna try to upload the video another time. Did you get to see anything? Because from my end, what I'm seeing is a dark screen. I'm not sure what's happening, if the problem is with StreamYard, because I have a video, but I don't know why it's not showing. But I want us to talk about this video. So I was watching this video of this woman who found her husband sitting at a table with some, I don't know, it must be his mistress, whoever it is. Oh, here. Okay. So is it? Let me know if you can see it right now. Let me know if you can see, because I can see it right now. It seems as if the video is up. Can you see it? Yeah, it is up. All right, so we're gonna watch this video real quick. Oh, my sound is bad. I think it's my Oh my God. Okay, give me a second. I probably should move from where I am. Okay, let me go to another location. Yeah. Okay, so let me know if you can hear me. Is it any better? Hey, Peyton. Hey, everyone. Is my sound better? Please let me know. Thank you, Vibrant. Okay, so we're going to watch this video together and we're going to discuss it real quick. I'm only going to be here for a few minutes and then we're going to go. All right. Hey, Red Snapper. Hey. Hi, guys. Okay, it's a little better. Choppy internet. Okay, all right, let's go.
She said her rifle. I know that's right. I know that's right. I don't care. Yeah, they gonna take them a minute. She recording too. Yeah, I know that fella. It didn't happen to me. No, that's her husband.
Child. Oh my goodness. So, like I said, I was watching this video today, and there's so many things that came to my mind. First of all, this man is her husband, right? And he's out there chilling with his boo. There's a baby involved. We don't know if the baby's his. We don't know if the baby's just, another man's child or whatnot. But obviously, they are married. So the woman in the pants, she's the one who is like, why didn't you tell me about this? Why didn't you tell me? She's like, why didn't you tell me? And she also said, why didn't you leave when I told you to leave? And how much she had to talk herself out of, taking her rifle with her and all of that stuff. And I'm like, why would you show out like this? If you found your man cheating on you like this, what would you do? This is what I want to hear from the chat. What would you do if you found out that your man was cheating on you? Would you create a scene like this? Would you? I'm not sure if I would. Like I said, I do my things, I would probably, if I knew, because obviously based on how she's dressed, she was ready for fighting or something. If this was me, I would pull into that restaurant. I will, go where the seat is, and I'm like, slide over. Let me come order some food or something. That's what I would do. You think I'd be going on like a crazy woman in there? I'll go quietly and I'll sit right beside him, slide over. I wouldn't even ask him to slide over. I'll just sit, push him over, sit down and say, okay, so what are we talking about? You're right. What would we talk about? Like nothing happened. That's what I would do. And I'll sit and wait to hear what happens. Hey, Antoinette. Thank you. And you also have a good Sunday too. Muffy says what she would do is take some pictures for her lawyer and grab some food. Let me see. Chantel says, I would have told her good luck and told him don't bother pulling up, because if he did, my people would be ready and waiting. Chantel! Tracy said, I would get arrested. Why did I? I had a feeling. It would be an automatic reaction. Tracy said it would be an automatic reaction for her. I don't think I would fight. I just don't have that energy. Probably when I was younger, I would, because I'd break stuff and whatever. Maybe break is. I would have done a lot of stuff. Let's just put it that way, but I won't say it over here on the internet. But I wouldn't fight with him. Tracy says she would choose violence. Hey, Shelly. Hey, everybody coming in, and hey to those who are up in the clouds. We just watched a video a while ago of this lady who caught her husband cheating, and she came in and she's a whole mess. So you got some nosy people. Hey, Deanna, what would you do if you saw something like this happen? And for those who are just coming in, I'm gonna play the video once more. You tell me what you think.
She said her rifle. I know that's right. I know that's right. I don't care. They gonna take them a minute. She recording too. Yeah, I know that fella. It didn't happen to me. No, that's her husband.
Child. I don't know. First of all, there's so many ways that this could have gone. Let me read the chat real quick to see what's going on. So we already know Teresa said she would choose violence because she'd probably be in the jail. Let me see. Let me see who else. Chantal says her mouth is too savage, so she'd read him for the facts of his life and loudly too, and make other people embarrassed for him. Net says, oh, Net didn't say what she'd do. Let me see who else. Diana says, if I have papers on him, they're going to jail. I'll leave his ass with her. Teresa says she'd feel guilty afterwards, but it gets their attention. Chantel says, it's too many divorce attorneys in this country to show my level of uncouth in public. No, I'd be 5150 ratchet behind closed doors. That's right. Yeah, I don't show out in public. Red Snapper says, if he's cheating, I would not feel guilty. Oh, yeah, they are married. He is married. He is a married man. He surely is. I don't know the backstory as such and so, but they are actually married and living together, based on what I'm hearing her say. All right. Diana says her temper is not good for stuff like this. Let me see. Red Snapper says her pressure is going up just watching this. Joy says, is there a baby there? There sure is. There's a baby there. And if you notice, the baby mama, she's just tending to her child and smiling like nothing is happening. Do you see her? But the thing is, would you fight the woman too? Or is it just the man? For some people, they would fight the woman because she's just there smiling like, she's doing something good. And at the same time, it's the husband that's at fault because he's the one you took vows. You both shared vows. You're the one who's married to him. Do the girl too? You know? Do you get upset with her for knowing he's married and still trying to be with him? I would more attack the male, the man that is sticking his dick in me, you know? But if she tries something, best believe, you know, we're gonna have to fight. Right. Let me see who else said something. Chantel says she would have told his business in the restaurant. Did you hear her saying, why didn't you leave? I told you to leave and you didn't leave, so why did you still stay? If you're gonna cheat, why stay? Ned says, oh, you choose violence. Red Snapper says she would slash those tires and walk away. Oh my God. Deanna says, I show out in public, but not with my man. I didn't marry a man like that, thank God. Thank God for that, Deanna. Nisa says, I don't embarrass myself like that. Bye, bitch. Older and wiser. I know that's right. I know that's right. The older you get is the less you put yourself in stuff like this, you know? Muffy says, if I'm not cheated, I must set fire to his reign. Lord have mercy. Chantel, there was a video like that? I'd love to see that one. She says they must not have seen the video of that pregnant wife pistol whipping the side chick who was in her house after her husband left for work. What? What? Oh my God. The one, S. Hutchinson says, the one thing the wife is doing right, she's fighting him. Yeah. She's fighting him because he's the one she's married to. He's the one who stepped out. Yeah. Never fight the woman because the husband stood before God and said, I do. I agree with you, Shelly. Red Snapper says she doesn't do public fights. Red Snapper says what she would do instead is get his ass with no witnesses there. Deanna says the way she was talking to her like she knew her. She said the girl, yes, she messed up her first marriage. Yes, because at one point she looked to the girl and she was like, I know you're not laughing because you messed up your first marriage. So she knows the girl. So I think the wife found out about them and made sure she came and pulled up at that restaurant from what I'm seeing. Mm-hmm. Right, Vibrant Love. Vibrant Love says a marriage is between two people. The third person is irrelevant. Right. So you deal with the person who you made those vows to. Right. Shelly says most likely he stayed because it's cheaper to keep her. Oh. Chantel says I'm equal opportunity. If the side hoe jumps bad or come out of pocket with that check him not me mess, I'm popping her in the mouth. Be humble. I feel you. Teresa says no one thinks they have a man like that until it happens. Child. That's true. Some people don't think their men will cheat, but there are some good men out there, and there are some you just have to keep in check. I have my ways and means. I keep them in check. I find stuff out I need to find. I'm like a whole detective. Trust me on that one. And you won't even know I'm snooping and doing what I need to do. Right. Okay. The Unfiltered Muffy says I would slap the earth, wind, and fire out of him. Oh my God, Muffy! You're choosing violence on a Sunday. No church today, Muffy. Antoinette says she doesn't believe you. Antoinette says she know you're a mad girl, so you're gonna probably do him something. Shelly, you're not gonna be calm. You're gonna do him something. Oh my God. Red Stopper says if it can happen to Halle Berry and Janet, then it can happen to anyone. That's true. Right. Chantal says she'd have to have ever up to exit while I'm handling him. But that girl just sat at the table. She didn't even move. She's like, okay, all right, when are you gonna get this over with? Let me just mind my business, check on my baby and stuff, keep eating and smiling. That's all she was doing. Hey, Daisy. Hey, everybody coming in. Hey to those in the clouds. Nisi says once you sleep with your husband, he's the one that's obligated. He's the one who's supposed to respect the marriage. That's right. Right. Yes, the wife and the wife and the other lady, they know each other. Right. If a person, Vibrant Love says, if a person is cheating, they are unable to make a choice. So you make it for them. File. I agree with you. Now there are so many things going on here where I'm seeing, you know, the lady was saying, let me see what Shelly says first. Shelly says, or Nisi says, I never underestimate my man being a human. We fuck up. Yeah, people are human, they do stuff. But in my opinion, if you are going to be cheating and you're not ever going to be satisfied with the person you're with or married to, don't get with me. Stay and be single. Don't make vows, don't make promises. Stay and be single. Don't rope me in. Stay and do your thing and let me do my thing. If you want to be single, you know? Robin Hutchins says, I would, but if I leave him, I told my husband if I even dream he cheats, I'm going to kill him. Chop his body, put it in a barrel, and send it to Jamaica to his mother. Oh, Shelly! Shelly! Behave! I remember one time I was with this guy and I dreamt that he was cheating on me. I woke up that morning and I chose violence. I slapped him up and stuff. I didn't speak to him for days. And then when he finally continuously pestered me, asking me what happened, I said, I dreamt that you did so and so and whatnot and whatnot. And he was like, but that was a dream? And you've been mad at me almost all the week and stuff. And I was like, dreams are, it's close. If I dreamt it, that means something close. So I'm going to keep my eye on you. Sure did. Sure did. And guess what happened? I sure found out stuff. Started checking that phone. That's a long story. A long story. It's a crazy story too. It's a crazy story. I ended up finding out about that situation. Sometimes dreams may be close, you know, it sometimes is. Shelly says, my husband is too scared to even say hello to a woman. Oh my, Shelly, he knows you're crazy. She says, if I watch a TV show and something happens, he has to hear about it. Jesus Christ, girl, you're awful. Lord have mercy. You are awful, girl. I put the link in the chat. I want to hear about it. For those who want to come talk, and for those who are just coming in, we're watching this guy get beat up by his woman, his wife, because he found her. She found him in a restaurant, you know, living it up with his girl. Obviously they ordered food and they're waiting, and that's why what I said. If I was that person, I would just go in, sit right beside him, and said, "Oh, what are we eating?" You know, something like that. That's what I would do, and I'll wait for the answer. I don't know. That's how I would do, and then listen and wait. Then, of course, I don't think I would fight. I wouldn't cause a scene because I'm not going to be the one going off in handcuffs and you're going to still be there with that man. Nope. So when I act a fool and I get locked up, you're still going to be there cheating with her? I do everything quietly. I'll go home. You may come home and find your stuff burnt. It depends on how I'm feeling on that day. Something is going to be broken. Or, on the other hand, what I probably do is just go and pack my stuff and keep moving. I've reached a point where I don't even argue with people anymore. I just do what I need to do, you know? That's just how I move. I can't be bothered. Like the stress with men, and you're always gonna feel like he's cheating. So why stay? If I find out you're cheating, I don't want to hear what happened. I don't want to hear why you did it. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to work nothing out. Because it's always going to be in the back of my mind that you're cheating and your dick was in somebody else's pussy. And that's just about it. I don't want to do it. I don't. I do not want to do it. Yes, I did. Yes. The unfiltered Muffy said, "My short ass will get him alone and go clean off on him. He better not play." You say your Pisces have two sides and you'd rather be nice. Yeah, I'd rather be nice for the most part. Like I said, for the most part, I'm a quiet person, you know? I don't do I do my stuff quietly. Antoinette says, "Shirley, mad girls hit different." Net, are you one of those crazy ones too? That will go off in a minute and deal with this case? Seriously. And did you hear? I'm gonna play this part again. Hey, family of six. Did you hear when she was slapping in his face and all when her hand connected in his face and you kept on hearing the plop plop? And I'm like, why is she hitting him? And then there was someone in the background like, I know she's not hitting it. No, he was like, what? I know he's not gonna hit her, and I'm like, but she hit him. So it's like a double standard right there, you know? Hey, Shelly.
Hey, you know what? It's a double standard, but at the end of the day, he's wrong. And when you're wrong like that, she's supposed to be able to bust him upside his head, and he shouldn't be doing anything.
But
right?
What if he hits her back? What if he hits her back? He would be seen as wrong. It could be self-defense.
He would be seen as wrong, but he would be seen as wrong, and I think he would be wrong because he doesn't have any business doing what he's doing. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm just going to like clock my own teeth too, because the lady that he's at the restaurant with, yes, she's wrong because she knows he's a married man. But I honestly have messed with a married man before, but I didn't know he was married. Okay. When I met him, right? Because I actually did a story time on this. It's on my channel somewhere. I did this like years ago. I think we were doing like one of those when we used to do like marathon months of doing content or whatever.
Yeah.
So what happened is I was dating this one guy, right? And everything was good, but he had a couple little things about him I didn't really, care for. So then I went out and I met this other guy and everything was great. We were together like at least 4 to 5 times a week, which is a lot to be dating somebody. You know what I'm saying? So some months later, somebody starts calling my phone. I'm saying hello. They're hanging up in my ear. Immediately, my Pisces intuition, I'm like, something ain't right, because I've had this number for a long time. Ain't nobody just calling me hanging up. Ain't nobody just having the wrong number. So I think like about a week and a half later, the lady calls and she asked for me by my name. And I was like, this is her. And then she asked me, how do I know? And she asked me the guy's name. So for a second, I thought maybe my friends were trying to prank me, but his wife called him by his government name, and his nickname was Kenny. His real name was Kenny. So my friends didn't know that name. I'm like, nah, my friends wouldn't come up with all of that. So I said, who is this? She said, this is his wife. I said, well, you must live. I said, you must live out of the state or out of the country, because I be with him all the time. And I sure don't see you. Where you been hiding underneath the bed? And she hung the phone up.
Oh my God.
This is the thing with women. You will learn a whole lot more if you're respectful, because in the past, like when I was young, like before I even hit like 20 years old, if a girl would hit me up, like one girl hit me up and was like, hey, I don't mean any disrespect, but I saw your number in my boyfriend's pocket. This is before cell phones and stuff like that. May I ask what's going on? I would just simply tell them, because they came to me respectful. But if you come to me all out the pocket and all crazy, I'm gonna hurt your energy. Yeah, I'm gonna hurt your feelings, and I'm gonna have you on suicide watch. That's what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna tell you so much shit. So to come find out after the lady said that was his wife, I was like, I thought she was trolling me, because I'm like, well, not even trolling, wasn't even a thing. I'm like, this lady is playing with me. There's no way that he has a wife, because me and him were going to the club together. And most men, they're not even taking no woman to the club with them. And when we would go to the club, it would be me, him, and his friends. And he never was looking over his shoulders. When I would come to his house, I'm gonna tell you about the house in a second. So when I would come to his house, he never was like nervous or on guard or whatever.
And there were no pictures in the house or nothing?
There was no pictures of no woman, no nothing. And because me, I'm a Pisces, I'm crazy. I would look at the little, you know, that different little lotion stuff.
Girl, I searched everything. Mm-hmm.
I can pull it out and show you right now. I would look, make sure that the fucking oil is right where the fuck it was when I left. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There was this amount of condoms when I left. Okay. We still got this amount of magnums right here. So we good. So
I look for here. I'm that bad. I'm looking for here. I am looking for here. I look for everything. That's me. So I check everything. Keep going.
He lived like 5 minutes from me. Yeah, on the corner. So when she called my phone, I left immediately, went to his house. Pulled up. You know, I pull up. So let me tell you what happened. So when I got there, I see his two friends outside. And I'm telling them what took place. Girl, that's when everything came out. Number one, he didn't even live there. He didn't even live there, okay? Yes, he had a wife. This nigga had kids. And was pregnant. But they did have a breakup, whatever. They had some type of issue. And she did move out of the state. Mm-hmm. So what happened is when me and him would be together, we were actually together at his friend's house. That wasn't even his house.
Oh my goodness.
It was crazy when everything came out. And so I was like, you know what? You are really, really good with this. Yeah. Man, his friends were
always that good. So they always get caught. They don't cheat well because that woman would have never found your number in the first place.
Let me tell you how they don't cheat well either.
Oh, go ahead.
Even we were together even on Valentine's Day. So it's things like that as a woman that you look at like, well, if he got somebody, he must not be too serious about him because we all together Valentine's Day through the night to the next day. You know what I mean? Like we were always together. You know what I mean? So when that came out, I was like, damn. So I cut him off. I didn't want to have nothing to do with him. I was done. But then, girl, he pulled up one day. Whew, Lord have mercy. I think he might have pulled me by the back of my head and it was on like popcorn. Okay.
Oh my God. You had a moment of weakness.
Woo! Listen, it was just one of them things, and it went on for a while. But then I just, I let that shit go. So it's like I've been on both sides of the fence or whatever. And it's another guy I messed with that used to live in my neighborhood. He worked at the rental office. He had a girlfriend. I would see him and his girlfriend all the time. Wave at the both of them. Hey, how y'all doing? Meanwhile, that nigga be over there. I send him home, but I didn't want him like that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I'm single and I enjoy myself. And when I'm married, and that's that. I don't have time for none of that extra nonsense. Yeah.
Right. These men can be so ruthless because look at that. He went through all that to make you think he lived close by you. All of that using his friend's place and stuff. That's crazy.
Had me thinking that his friends. Look, he had me thinking that his friends were some yard boys. Okay. They sleeping out on the couch and shit. All the while it's their house. Yes.
I guess he also used that as a means to have you not stay over. Because did you stay over much?
Yes. We were like at least 4 to 5 days a week.
Wow.
Like from the day that we met, and then we started, dating first, like going out to go eat, going out to go party. We were together all this time. Even when we were around, his phone never rung. And you know how some men, their phone ring and they'll swipe the call and ignore it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do none of that. Now, one thing that he did do, we had got together, right? And he said, you coming over? He was like, but I'm gonna have to bring you back home in the morning because I gotta go out of town. And I was like, okay, where are you going? He was like, I'm going to a baby shower. But that was weird because I'm like, really don't know man do baby shower, but sometimes Caribbean men, they do stuff a little bit different, so it's like a party. You might do like a cookout or whatever. Come to find, baby shower he went to was his own baby shower. She was 8 months pregnant.
I guess that's one of the reasons why, they do this, especially when their wives are pregnant. They probably won't be able to get it in as much, so that's the time that they cheat the most. And also after the baby has been born.
I don't understand that part. Do you have any kids, Carrie?
Nuh-uh.
Let me tell you something. When you're pregnant, them men can't get enough. Okay, so it ain't like, unless the lady having some type of complications with her pregnancy, I can't see a woman being like, I don't want to give you nothing.
So you're saying that they like doing it more when a woman's pregnant? They like doing it more? They're more attracted? Or more, they have... Can you hear me, Shelly? Because you're going out.
Yeah.
Is everybody here?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Okay, while Shelly gets her sound together, I'm going to play the video real quick. Let's watch it for those who are just coming in. What would you do?
Give me that shit! I do it! Give me a reason! We both don't go to jail here. Give me a reason! I'm telling you, Mark. You don't know what it took for me not to bring my motherfucking rifle up here, man.
She said her rifle.
That shit. You sit up here and you little man, stupid ass. And she's like your fucking friend. She's lying about it, something. You ain't told me shit. You were saying when you first was doing this shit. When we first was married. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You ain't got no business having your black ass up here with this bitch. And you up here with another nigga baby too. This is a whole nother nigga baby.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I don't care.
Don't do that.
Look at they gonna take them a minute.
You wouldn't even leave. When I first asked you to go, you wouldn't even go. Why you just didn't go then?
She recording too. Yeah, I know that fella. It didn't happen to me.
I told my sister to come whoop your ass. She's trying to make me get
No, that's her husband.
That's her husband.
You sitting up here like you a one big happy fucking damn, and you ain't gonna be cool doing something. Ain't you know who? Talking about this bitch sitting right here. Being made for food. Yeah, that's what I thought. And you think this how you think this shit funny? You already done fucked up your first marriage. You think this shit funny?
Child. Oh my God. This girl, she said, why didn't you leave? When I told you to leave, why didn't you leave? Girl.
Madness.
Girl. Man, if you paid attention in the back, there's this old lady with her walker. She's walking up trying to check what's going on. Then you have this lady who is there trying to clean up because she wants to hear. That lady who was at the there was a worker there trying to clean up around them. There was food on the floor. And she was there cleaning up. I knew she was just being nosy. That's crazy though.
And she is sitting up there smiling, but I really don't see anything funny. So I don't know what she laughing for.
The
At the end of
entire
the day,
time.
you there with your baby. Your child could be hurt in the process.
Oh my goodness. And I wonder if that baby is actually his. That's another thing. That's a young baby. That baby could even be him. That's crazy. But I'm not going to be showing myself out like that for no man. Maybe if I was younger, I would, but not now. We are getting a divorce. I don't want to hear nothing. I come, sit, order my food, let it be on their bill, keep moving. be packed before you get home, or your stuff will be packed before you get home. One of the two. But I'm not fighting with you. I probably break some stuff for you, and that's about it. But I'm not gonna show up like that. I don't think I could, because I'm not trying to go to jail, and you are gonna still be there fucking on that girl. I don't know.
I
All
had
right,
a
so go ahead.
acting the same way like that over her baby father. You know, they end up having a set of twins together, and then she had 4 boys all together. They had three kids together, set of twins, and he was always doing stuff to her like that, and the women was disrespecting her so bad. I mean, even to the point some of these girls was doing like obia and stuff, putting roots and stuff at her door and stuff. And let me tell you how God worked. He ended up getting shot outside a club, and now to this day he's paralyzed. And guess where all of them women that was running after him? None of them want nothing.
I know someone like that.
You might even know him. He's a Jamaican guy. He one of them coolies, right? And because she I feel like because she was very not really dark, but you know how a lot of ladies who are a little bit darker, they get crazy over the coolie looking type of guys or whatever. They feel like
they go crazy over them.
Yeah, and once he got paralyzed or whatever, all of them women that was chasing after him
disappeared.
Nothing. She was the one changing Pampers and lifting from bed to there.
She was really in love with him. Did she end up staying with him?
She ended up staying with him for a couple of years until he started cussing her out, throwing tea and stuff, hot tea in her face or whatever. She took him to the hospital and refused to come pick him up from there.
She got her payback.
I told her, I said, sis, I would do him like Diary of a Bad Black Woman. I would torture him for everything that he did.
Wow, she was good to stick around. I wouldn't be there. Because you always find these guys when they're up and about. I know someone that happened to, and a stroke is what brought him down. He was a whole, I don't even want, he was a whore, a man whore. Yeah, and he always had his woman, calling the wife and all of them stuff. He got a stroke. Those women were nowhere to be found. None of them could help him when he needed help or financial help. Nothing. None of them. So he's just really miserable right now. And it's that same woman who has to be there taking care of him. That is crazy. I would get back at you. Teresa said she threw her ex-fiance's clothes out in the yard and the street. When he turned the corner, he was met with his shit.
The things I've done to my ex-husband.
I would do that too. I'm pretty sure I'll do that. I'm like that. I'm like that. I break stuff, But I wouldn't be there. You wouldn't be there when I'm breaking stuff. You just come and find everything broken. That's how I do it. I'm breaking stuff. These men are crazy. And this woman who just kept there smiling, she was just there smiling. Smiling like, all right, yeah, I'm winning here. Yeah, you're the one who's acting crazy. I'm here seated, calm and collected, Antoinette says she must be a different kind of crazy. What kind of crazy are you, Antoinette? What do you do? What do you do, Antoinette? Chantel says, my uncle was a real man whore. And when he lost the leg due to a crash, all his side chicks stopped being available. See? His wife left too, but guess who's still mad? Guess who he's still mad at? My aunt. Oh, he's mad at your aunt? He should be mad at himself. He should be mad at his girls who are not there. He was spending time with them, spending money on them. I would leave his ass too. I would leave his ass.
Because the thing about especially a good woman, we are extremely loyal. And if you're good to us, whatever happened to you, I know as far as me, like my husband could lose both his legs, 2 eyeballs, and 1 ear, and I'm still gonna be with him. I ain't leaving him.
Right. Once you're
good to the person, they're gonna stick it out with you to the end.
Because it says through sickness and health, till death do us part. So once your partner respects you, and stuff, if things happen to them, you're gonna stick by their side, So yeah.
I think age and maturity also plays a part in it, because definitely things that I dealt with in my previous marriage, there's no way that I would ever tolerate that in this lifetime. But I was a lot younger then, you know what I'm saying? I was with my ex-husband
Right.
when I was like a teenager. You know, we got married when I was it 18 or 19, something like that.
You got married real young.
2 kids. Yeah, I had 2 kids by the time I was 18. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
married. So it was a lot different. My maturity level wasn't really there. So it's like, and then the thing with me, I learned that in any relationship, if you're friends first, that makes a huge difference. So me and my
Right. That's
husband,
true.
we were
Mhm.
friends before we ever got into a relationship. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I always consider him as my friend before anything else. So certain things I just can't do to him, because it's like that's my friend. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. That's the root for a good relationship. Be friends before you become lovers. That's a good recipe for a good long-term relationship. Make sure you're comfortable with the person. You can share stuff with them. Be friends, you know? There should be
Yeah.
someone you're not afraid to do stuff around. You can be vulnerable around. You can tell them anything. I don't understand how some people are in a whole relationship or in a marriage. They're afraid to let their husbands know some of the things they do. They are even afraid to take their wig off around their husband, you know, and be in vulnerable states, you know. Just being afraid is like you're married to someone who you're not comfortable with. You gotta be comfortable. You gotta be friends before you become lovers. Don't jump into sex too quick. Get to know the person first. It may sound cliche and old fashioned, but sometimes that actually does work, you know?
Some women get a little too damn comfortable. I'm sorry. I see some of them right here on YouTube, way too comfortable. Because if I had to wake up looking at some shit like that, I would cheat too. For real. Like, it's just certain things you shouldn't let yourself go down that bad. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell is going on here?
Right. Chantel made a good point. Chantel says he could have caused her to get a sickness, so she chose her health over. I don't know if it was your aunt you're talking about, but you know, these men they're not using protection. You never know what you'll catch. And that's the sad part of it. So you're there being good, a good wife, a good spouse. They're going out there doing their thing. They can't tell if another person has any of those diseases or infections or whatnot.
Yeah.
And they come home to you giving you all that nastiness, you know?
That's the
That's another
next
thing.
thing.
That's
I
so
heard the boy
painful.
had it. The one that got paralyzed, I heard he had it. I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh
And he had
no.
like
Wow.
over 10 kids. You know, they had 3 together, but he had kids everywhere. He had kids in Jamaica, kids in New
Oh
York,
no.
kids in Maryland.
That's the
Just
same one he says the cool guy.
yeah.
They always have a lot of kids. I don't know if it's just a thing. They always have
Some
a lot of
cute kids
children.
too, but mm-mm.
Wow. Yes, Red Snapper, build a foundation first. Right. Always try to do that. Hey, Tracy, Tracy. Hi. We're here
I think
talking about this cheating guy. Go ahead, Shelly.
I think another thing too, when I met my husband, like I said, we became friends first, but when I met him, I was with somebody. So the thing is, like, some people you might be with a man and you might tell him like, I can find somebody else, but it hit different when they met you and you had somebody. They know what you're capable of. They know
Right.
you're capable of being with somebody. And I wasn't just with somebody, I was literally living with a man.
Really?
So yeah. Mhm.
But is it that he knew that you were in the process of leaving or something like that? Or is it that you were just friends?
Yeah, we were just
You
friends.
were
We were
just
friends.
right.
Mhm.
So okay, I understand. Okay, I get
Yeah,
it.
we were friends.
Nisa says she was in the same position too. Right. Girl. I don't know. Whatever happens, I'm not gonna be made to look like the fool, so he has to. I'm not gonna do it. Because this showdown in public is not something I would do. Do you think you'd do something like that, Shelly?
Yeah, I
Right
damn
now?
sure would. But see, I would,
Right
I
now?
would, I would, I would get him just for the disrespect, but it wouldn't be where I'm forcing him to. Because once you do that, like cheat on me, I don't want you to touch me. because I'm never going to be able to get past that. I've been in situations, like I said, I've been on both ends of it. And once I know that a man has touched somebody that I love, you didn't touch a woman in that way, I'm going to be thinking that even when we're in intimate situations. Oh, did you do her like that? Oh, you licked her like that? I'm not going to get past that.
Right.
So
I can get over it.
it's the disrespect. But to me, it seems like this lady, this wife, already knew about the two of them. And I don't know the story, but it seems like maybe she was hoping he was going to leave the situation alone, because how do you know this lady's situation about her first husband and y'all supposed to just be friends? It's too much going on. You know what I mean? It's like you're trying to force your hand. You cannot force a man to be faithful.
The way it seems is like he told her before that it's nothing. So apparently she has thought about it or probably confronted her before. And he's like, no, it's nothing. It's nothing serious. So probably that's why she already knew the person, you know. Probably they're in close.
Put the link down to that story. I want to look up in this story right here. I want to look that story up and see what the hell going on.
I don't know if the background is there to it because it's just as it is. But I'll send it. I'll put the link for it.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I could never ever be with someone after finding out that they're cheating on me. I couldn't do it because I'm gonna be always thinking about him touching the person the way he would be touching me.
Yeah, it'll never work. No. It'll never work.
No matter how you fool yourself and said, "Oh, I forgive him" or whatnot. It'll never work. Because you're always going to be thinking about him being a cheater. Right. Antoinette says her husband knew she was crazy, so he had to deal with it for 20 years.
Trust me, when those men know that you crazy, certain things they not listen. And my mother-in-law, she lived by, Dovecot.
That's the cemetery.
Okay. Listen, when you look out the window, the next time when I go to Jamaica, I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna show you. I can literally look out the window and Dovecot right there. And I've even told
Isn't that scary?
Nope. Because right there is where his body.
Do it.
That's where his body will be if he ever tried me. Okay. His mother won't have no problem visiting her dead son. Okay?
I bet you said that to him before.
And to his mother. They already know.
God, Shelly, you're crazy.
They already know. Okay.
So you're saying, okay, you will have no problem visiting your son. He'll be right there. There's a cemetery right there. You'll be able to visit him as often as you wish. If he ever moves the wrong way. Oh my God. You're so
I seen him the other day. He was sleeping. And he was kind of like, I don't know what he was dreaming about, but he was like cracking a smile. I grabbed him by his shirt.
Oh my God.
What the hell so goddamn funny? What you smiling for?
He's dreaming about puppies or something.
I don't give a damn. Don't play with me.
What a mercy.
And then he just say Sheila, cut it, because he called me Sheila when I act crazy. He say my other personality is Sheila. He be like, Sheila, don't Sheila, please don't start that.
You are something else. So you woke him up.
Indeed, I did.
Oh my God. You.
That's what I'm saying. So even when people was on YouTube saying that crazy stuff about I'm trying to fight some woman over my husband, I'm like, are y'all crazy? Number one, them bitches got husbands. What are y'all talking about? I'm not gonna fight no damn woman. The only way I would fight a woman in a situation like what this couple right here is dealing with, if that was my family member, I'm gonna kill you off the principle that you don't do no nasty stuff like that.
Right, you're my
I'm not fighting over no man for his luck because I don't want him. After that, it's damaged. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. So no.
Red Snapper said, Shelly, you're violent.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on it with my therapist.
Jar Barton says, mercy. Family of Six Rock says, Shelly, the man was asleep.
I don't care. Because I said, what the hell you want to? Smiling in your damn sleep. And if I watch some stuff like Love and Hip Hop or whatever get triggered, I'd be like, if you ever in your life, you see that shit right here?
Mm-mm-mm. Those I used to watch Love and Hip Hop a lot. I used to enjoy seeing those fights, but then they started cutting it, the edits. You didn't get to
Right,
see enough. You get all amped up for nothing,
right.
man. That was like those are like another phase of the whole Jerry. I don't know if you used to watch Jerry Springer. I
Girl, you
used to
know
watch
I
it a long
did.
time
Jerry Springer
ago.
turned them chairs upside down and all of that
Right,
crazy stuff.
man. I used to watch Jerry Springer a long time ago just to watch those fights, because I liked fighting at one point in life,
You,
but times have
you know,
changed.
Maury still, they still be doing that on
See,
Maury, and I was
more.
shocked to see that little Nas was on the Maury show.
What?
Girl, you gotta look it up.
Are you
This
serious?
Listen, he was on there with
As in
um
the rapper?
yes, listen, he was on there, and I said to myself, God, that guy looked familiar, right? He didn't go by the rapper name. So he was on there with was supposed to be his boyfriend, which is his backup dancer, and the backup dancer's baby's mother. But the way it was looked so scripted, I feel like maybe it was just a promotion for his music. But they did a DNA test and everything. It was girl. When this is done,
What?
it's on YouTube. Look up
Let me go type that in.
Little Nas Maury show, girl.
I need to watch that.
And the
I
whole time he
do.
was dragging the baby mother, talking
Mm-hmm.
about something. He don't want you. Look at me. Why wouldn't he want this? Look at all of this.
What? Nas?
Yes. Hmm.
Ooh, he
And
most funny too.
the guy is still his backup dancer.
He's funny. I didn't know he was funny like that. Oh.
Girl, child.
Well, that's another word we call the other part. It's funny.
Yeah.
Even funny. The
Child.
unfiltered movie says she's 5'3". Ned says she's 5'6'2". You're tall. You 6 feet. Oh, you're 6 feet, Red Snapper. So you beat a bitch. Oh my God, you will beat a bitch. Mm-mm-mm. Joy Barnes said she saw that vid and it ended weird. Wow, I need to see it.
Yeah,
Man,
something wasn't right with that whole thing, but it was crazy. I don't know if they paid the girl and just to act like whatever, but the baby was like 1 or 2 years old or something like that. And
wow.
Lil Nas was like, that could be anybody's baby. More, that might be your baby.
Oh no, I mixed them. I got them confused. Lil Nas, different from Nas, the rapper.
Right. Yeah, Lil
Okay.
Nas.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay, so the fun is okay, I got it. I got it. I was confusing both of them. Right. So he's been on. I wonder if it was just something scripted.
It seemed like it. When I
Because I
watched it,
know I've seen an ad or something before when he was saying he's gonna be on Maury. So I'm not
yeah,
sure.
this is it was giving me beef sector tease. I'm sorry. But yes, a lot of this shit over here in the beef sector is scripted.
Right.
And they
Right.
don't even admit to it. And I don't understand why they don't. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. We can tell. We can
um,
tell. Some of the
like,
beefs over here are scripted. And for those who are really looking like really looking, you can tell what the next play is gonna be. I can tell what the next play is gonna be for some of these quote unquote beefs over here. But I
right.
just stay and mind my business.
Yeah. A lot of the people who say they don't like each other or they don't get along, they talk behind the scenes. But
They
in
sure
front of
do.
everybody, it's like they don't show that. They don't put it out there like that. And then a lot of the information that people act like they don't know what's going on. It's like, no, everybody knows what the hell is going on. They know what's
Right.
going on, but everybody's just playing dumb. It's just so weird to me. It's very weird.
One of the
Very
things I noticed, some people will say, "Oh, I'll never speak to that person, and I'll never," and by give it a week or less than a week, they are on there talking like nothing ever happened.
I
So,
always say they fight on Friday and they be fucking on Sunday. Okay.
right, they're still calling each other behind the scenes or whatnot. So it's just theatrics for me. Like I said, I'm over here for the entertainment only. It's always been that way, you know. Only for the entertainment. I can read these people. I can see through some of these people. It's the Aquarius in me. You
Right.
pick stuff up from people, and you just know that they're fake. a
Right.
whole freaking
But
fake.
even though you're gonna be here for the entertainment, and this is what I say to anybody, still get your coin in the process, right? Because it can be a hobby, but also let it be beneficial to you. It may be you're not at the place right now to be, like monetized or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to kill yourself to get there. I don't care where you work and how much money you make. But at the end of the day, go ahead and get your coin. Make it make sense for you.
Girl, the
Make it
money's
make
never
sense
enough at
for
work,
you.
girl.
What you say about work?
What was that?
What you say about work?
The money's never enough. It's never enough, girl.
Right,
So
exactly. So make it work. Make it work for you. Because listen, in Jamaica, you already know they're not even covered to be able to be monetized in Jamaica, right? The people who are in Jamaica that's making money there is either because they have a family member, they have the account in their name or social or whatever like that.
for real,
So
that's how they do it.
yeah. Or like people that might have had a work visa and came for like a little while or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So Jamaica is one of the countries that's not covered to be monetized under for YouTube.
I
So
had no idea. Because I
right.
was watching this vid. Oh, I forgot that lady. I think she was. There's this girl who was Camille or something like that. I don't remember which Caribbean island she was from, but she
Mhm.
got hers monetized. I'm not sure how or why, or I had no idea. Keep going anyway.
It,
Keep
yeah,
going.
it depends on what part of the Caribbean she's in, because like I said, some places you can, some continents you can, some you can't. But Jamaica is definitely not one for whatever reason. You can't do it. Um, so so the fact that you can do it, you're here, you can do it. To me, that's a privilege. Why not?
Well, I'm a long way from 1,000, but I'm gonna go catch on your classes because I watched the video that you sent. No, we'll talk about that, but I
Okay.
we'll see that part. I won't talk about it here. Yeah, keep
Listen,
going.
you got it. Continue to do your lives. You know what I'm saying? Because you're giving something different. Nobody wants to hear all of that hollering and screaming all day. Everybody like drama. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't be over here.
Right.
And I kind of
Yeah.
like drama that has some sort of order where you can learn something. All of that
Right.
screaming is nothing but a deflection. So that you can't learn nothing, you can't hear nothing, and you still
Mhm.
don't know nothing.
Mhm.
So continue to do what you're doing and grow and build your platform. And then the right people that you need and want will be
Yeah,
here.
they'll stick around. That's true. The right people will stay. Because
Yeah.
I'm definitely not going to be doing the drama. I'll watch it because I like watching. Everybody loves to watch some drama or something.
Who
But
don't watch
I'm
it? Want to
definitely
watch a
not going to be
train
a
wreck?
part of the whole cussing out and all of those stuff. I don't have the energy for it. So I'm not that. Let me hold my mouth. But I won't be doing it. I really don't feel like it's important in my life to do that. I'll watch it, but I won't do it. I won't engage in the back and forth and stuff. I'm just doing stuff for fun. I'm just trying to have light moments on here, educational moments if I can and stuff, but all informative moments, but the beef and the rah-rah, it's not for me. I can't do
Even if I thought about like doing some type of commentary or whatever in the beef sector, I don't even know how some people can do some of this stuff with a straight face when these people argue, disrespect, come for their kids, come for everything about them, and then you see them link right back up again.
right.
Fake
Putting
and
your address out and all of them stuff, and then you're right back there like nothing happened.
that is
Cutting you
fake.
out, talking about you with other people you found out, and you're still there with them. I
Talk
don't know
about
how
your
they
dead
do it.
relatives,
Right,
um, call the people all kind of bitches and this, and then y'all sit up on the
right,
panel for each other. That's no. Mm-mm,
right,
mm-mm.
right. Nisa says she enjoys the drama because her life is quiet right now. Why did I look in this chat? I saw someone, Antoinette. Antoinette says she'll take somebody who is 5'9" with 10 inches all day. Antoine, oh, girl. 10 inches. That's a lot to deal with, girl. Let me not read the chat. You are crazy.
Child, but I'm gonna hop down because somebody else might want to come up here and chit chat
Okay.
with you or whatever. And if you
Thank you
ever
so
need
much.
some if you ever need some games, I have some games from trivia that I did, and then some that I never even did do, like on TV shows and stuff like that you can just run through the StreamYard.
Yeah.
So whenever I do the class, I'll explain to you how you can get those if you need them. But I'm gonna hop back down in the
I
chat.
appreciate it. Thank you so much, Shelly, for coming up and talking.
Anytime. I think
And
that's
thank you for your
live.
help.
So, anybody that's listening, if you have a community wall, could you please share the wall this live out so we can help Carrie get at least to your community wall, because that's a big milestone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 500, right.
All right, so I'm gonna hop down and finish listening in. Okay.
Thank you so much, Shelly.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, the link is in the chat if there's anybody else who wants to share. Antoinette, have you ever clicked the link? I would really love to hear your story because you seem like you've been going on with a lot of things down there. And Muffy, do you want to come up, Muffy? I'm dropping the link 2 more times. If I don't hear anybody come up, that means we can leave. Yeah, so if you notice, ladies, hold on. Thank you for sharing, Muffy. You know, I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who takes their time to spend some time, you know, to support my channel. You know, I just started, and the people who have been supporting the channel, holders who share, content creators who share my, oh please, Muffy, let me tell you, I am the one who should be shy. I'm the shy one. You wouldn't believe it. I'm a quiet person. You wouldn't believe it. Yeah, I say this and I'll say it again. I thank all the content creators who have shared my lives at one point or the other, or shared my videos. I really do appreciate it because, you know, you didn't have to. And you obviously saw something that you liked and decided to, you know, share it. So, is that, hey, Nats. I think you're muted.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, love thing.
Thank you for coming up.
I know. I don't even hit the links, but you know, I love
Is this your first link that you picked?
No. I'm crazy. I done cussed on Brianna's channel before. I done cussed on Pazar's. I just don't like to do it that often because I'm a professional in my real life. And so, like, I don't want nobody to find it and see me acting a damn fool.
That's the same thing on my end. That's the same thing.
Yeah, like, everybody who knows me, they know I'm crazy, but like, your professional life is your professional life. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, I'm a hairstylist, and so my you know, my clients, they watch YouTube and things to that matter. So I don't always want to get on anybody's platform and look as crazy as I really am. Okay, because I really am crazy, child. But yeah, you don't want everybody to know that part.
I believe you. You know, I believe you. I believe you 100 that you're crazy.
I know I am, but you know what? I am a loving person. I think that sometimes people are confused on me a lot in the chats because I am a free thinker. I say what I want.
Yes, you do. Mm-hmm.
I don't always agree with the content creator. I think that this is a space that I don't have to. And if people don't appreciate your or value your opinion, then that's on them. I don't always have to agree. We can agree to disagree, and we're grown. I won't be upset. I respect everybody's opinions, you know?
Right. But the thing is, some people don't like when you have different views, and they're like, some people want you to just be like a yes man in their chats and so on. Like, you can't be objective and see the other side of the coin. They want you to just be there in line with them and their ideals, but it doesn't always work that way. You gotta have to. And I see things.
No, and let me tell you this. I see things from both sides. I always have been a well-rounded person. I am Jamaican and Black. I am hood, but I do have education. So I'm well-rounded all the way around. And so I'm able to look at situations from both sides and understand both sides, but not necessarily always agree with the person that I rock with, and it just is what it is. And I think that sometimes they get upset, and I find myself explaining on YouTube, which I don't do in my real life, but I think it's because when when we're typing, it doesn't always come across as we're saying it. Does that make sense? And I say crazy shit, okay?
Yeah, you have a little funny bone. You have a little funny side of you. I detect that also. And the other time you're talking real shit, and people just don't want to hear it. That's true.
They don't. And I find that these people in the beef sector are more keen to bullshit. And don't get it twisted. I love the BS, but every day BS is toxic to me. It's toxic. It's toxic. And then to see on a daily basis, these are people that, like, the beef sector is a sector that I enjoy a lot of people. And even if I might not drop in your chat, I enjoy it because you guys all bring different things to the platform. I think that people get it confused on this is like, I don't know. This is it's an entertainment app though. It's a social app. And so like, I find sometimes people are very judgy, and I like to have fun. I come here to laugh. That's all, and that's it.
But when I just came to the sector, I was just having fun because I was just, getting the jokes out, First of all, I'd hear Tracy talking about this person and what they did, and I'm like, who is this person? Let me go check. Then I'll go and I was there keen. But it's become extra dark over the years.
It really has. It really has. So let me tell you this, Carrie, I have been on YouTube for a very long time. I always enjoy YouTube, but I'm so funny that I never even knew that we could go into the live chats until about 3 years ago. Okay. Right. Like, I didn't know that we could talk with each other. And so I found that out about 3 years ago. But for me, it's weird because some of these people are really upset and have hate for these people. And I don't understand how you have hate for people that you don't really know, So
exactly.
all of it's a little bit confusing for Antoinette. Antoinette comes for the kikis, the shits, and the giggles. When it gets too serious, you won't see me around. When they're talking about things that I don't want to hear about, I don't come around. I don't come around, Carrie. And it's hard because I really enjoy. People say you can't meet friends on YouTube. I beg to differ. Right. I think that some of these people are so fake in their real lives that the relationships that they establish on YouTube is like the relationships they establish in their real lives, and they're not built on any type of foundation, and they're fake.
Foundation.
Yeah, so they don't know how to operate, in a relationship. And so I don't think that. And I just think that they're fake when they say, "Oh, we don't have no friends on YouTube. There's no friends." I find that to be fake because I have met some wonderful people on YouTube that check on me and care about what's going on in my real life. So how do I say that they're not my friends because they're on YouTube?
I can understand why they say there are no friends on YouTube. Maybe because they may have been burned by someone who was fake, or who was never a good person in the first place. So I can see why those people will say there are no friends. I can understand that. But if you really look, there are some really nice people here. Despite the fact that it's a lot of, craziness happening, there are some people with really good personalities who are really good people. So you can actually find friends here. I can tell some people I haven't met them or anything. I may watch a video or two, or just how I speak to them in the chat, and I can tell they are really nice people.
No, for real. I enjoy a lot of you guys, and I have a lot of love. I am a Leo, so like we love and we love
Leo
hard.
Loves and love hard.
Yeah, we just love and we love hard, and that's just who I am. And so, even though I talk shit in the chats and I crack funnies, some people will find that to be fake, and it's not fake because me cracking a funny doesn't take the love that I have for a person away. In my house, we all rank on each other. I have teenagers. Nobody gets a pass in this house. We all crack funnies. That's just how I am. And so, I find it hard to be on YouTube sometimes. I really do. But I enjoy a lot of y'all. I'm getting tired of the police stuff. I get tired of people coming on here talking about their bad bitches and this, that, and the other, but they're calling the police and they're at the police station and they're in court. And I find that what you guys do on YouTube, I don't understand why it just can't stay on YouTube.
Right. That's true. Some things can stay on YouTube. It doesn't need to go, offline. Just keep it on YouTube. I agree with that too. Unless it's unless it's a situation where it's really gonna be, unless it's a situation where it's gonna affect your sense of security, your safety.
Right.
I can see that. But some things just don't need to. Like I heard somebody the other day, "Oh, I called the FBI and I got your info." What? And I'm like, what? FBI?
I don't understand. No, I don't understand that. And like I told you, I've been well rounded, but even today, I live in the ghetto. I love being ghetto. Everything about me, I love. And so, I find it hard because I come from a place where we don't call the police, not even to help us. So
Right.
you keep telling me that you're hard and you're this and you're that, and yet you're calling the police and you're doing things that don't line up with who you say you are. So then it starts to make me question who you are. Right? Because do you really know who you are if you say you're this, but you're acting in a certain manner?
Right.
I don't understand that. I'm so happy that you opened your channel because I come and sit in your clouds from time to time, and it's nice, happy chat. We laugh. You have some good videos, and I just think that that's what YouTube should be about. I think that people have got to a place where it's too serious, and life is serious. We're in the end days, and so I just don't think that it should be on YouTube. Like I think that we should have fun.
There's fun in the beef sector if you really check it out, because there are moments when, just like the game I play on Fridays, I didn't even intend to be doing it this much because I kind of understand what it is, using people's intellectual property. Thankfully, I don't use more than 20 seconds of them, but I don't know. I probably have to go read the YouTube guidelines, the community guidelines. But I'm just saying there are moments in the sector where you can find fun, make light moments of it. Have you ever actually sat in some of those chats and read some of the things these people say? It's crazy in the chat sometimes.
No, it's very funny to where when I used to be a moderator, and I said at one point I was gonna start a channel, and I was gonna start the channel strictly on the comments. I get more kikis.
I have that coming up. You said something that I have coming up, but keep going.
Oh my gosh! So we think alike, right? Great minds think alike. So I was going to start a channel. One of the reasons why
I made that comment a while ago, saying, "Have you ever watched the chat?" Continue.
I always watch it, but you know what I was worried about when I wanted to start the channel is that these people are they get spiteful, and even you using their content for the chat part, they'll flag and stuff like that. So I don't want the BS. I got enough BS in my real life, girl. I don't, you know what I mean? So, but I laugh at the chat. The chat always has me going. It's always funny. I don't always drop down, but I always watch the chat, and just the different people and how y'all think. It's a great feeling to me. I love being on YouTube, but I don't like how it's been getting dark.
I have another thing with a game that I have coming up with a chat, because it's really funny. So we can watch a chat and find out. I won't tell what it is, but it's funny. The comments.
I'm trying to tell you, those comments be more funny.
Comment section, yes,
that's for real. The comments. What? And I told the content creator that I modded for, and she never took that idea, which was okay because it's a great idea. Like I said, I'm sometimes more entertained on the chat than I am the content creator. Sometimes I don't even be hearing what the content creator be saying because I be so caught up in the chat. Okay.
I have my days that I choose to just be in the chats and watch that, as opposed to watching the craziness going on screen. That's where I stay.
And so then people get mad. They're like, "Oh yeah, you were in the chat when she was dragging a kid," and I'm like, "Bitch, I wasn't paying attention." Okay, I can guarantee I wasn't. Right? Like people. It's so funny because they just try to be so judgmental on here, and I'm just not that way. And so when they say that, I don't let those things bother me, because I know that if people are talking about things that I don't agree with, I'm going to say something if I'm paying attention. If I'm not paying attention, then I'm not paying attention. It just is what it is. I've told Tracy, I've told Pizarro, I've told a lot of these people, I don't like when people talk about the kids. Those kids don't have anything to do with YouTube. So, like, I just find it funny that they just try to judge you about everything you do on this platform. It's a public platform.
I used to say what I thought, but of late, what I do is just, if I go to the clouds if I don't want to or whatever, because I'm not trying to drain my energy sometimes. So most of the times I'm out from the clouds, or I just stay up there and watch. But there are people who I really like, so I'll be in their chats and stuff. But we need to find lighter moments in the beef sector.
I think there needs to be a happy medium. I agree, Carrie. Right. There needs to be a happy medium. And for me, like, some days you're the happy medium for me. Other people, there's a couple people that don't talk about so much of the beef sector, but we're still in the beef sector. Those are my happy places, and I stay happy in those places. You have to make sure that you even yourself out, because you'll find yourself on here and you'll start to become toxic. I had to even back myself up because I love God. I trust God. I believe in God. I share the word of God. And so sometimes my behavior doesn't line up with that. And so you have to find a happy medium in those things.
That's true. And if you have to take breaks sometime, You gotta take those breaks if you have to. You gotta take the breaks from the
You
sector.
absolutely do. You absolutely do. Like right now, I went back to school and I'm back at work because the pandemic had a lot of us on here. We had not been working, this, that, and the other, and I wanted to get
Right.
back to a place of normalcy because I think that we all are starting to think that YouTube is normalcy every day, all day, and it just isn't.
Mhm. Yeah, and I
There's some.
haven't been able to be here much since work is on. Work is on and cracking, so I don't have that much time like during the pandemic. So things are a bit different. So you have to balance yourself out. So that's true. You did speak a word.
Yeah,
You
and like
did
I said,
speak a word.
I have a whole fan. Like I said, YouTube is not. I don't come to YouTube to be noticed. I am 6'2". I'm noticed everywhere I go. Like that's just the fact. Yeah, that's just what it is. And I am no like I tell my son all the time. I'm like, I get tired. Sometimes people are always staring, and you should be used to it at a certain point. But like sometimes I just get tired because what are you looking at? You know what I
You
mean?
don't
Like
want the attention all the
I
time.
don't want the attention. That's another reason why I don't hit the links because I do a lot in the chat. And so it may look like attention seeking, but I really don't. I'm just funny and I just like to talk shit. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
just
I
it.
noticed that. You're funny in the chats most time, and then
I,
sometimes you're like, "I'm all," but be blessed, everyone. That's
yeah,
good.
I have to have a happy medium and I um don't really care about what people think about me because at the end of the day, if you think anything about me, you can get an opportunity to meet me just like anybody else. I have friends that I have met on YouTube that I may speak to or check on Instagram. So if you really think that I'm a certain way and you want to find out, then just ask me because like I am very outgoing and I don't have a problem with showing people who I am, the good and the ugly. Huh, son? Yeah,
Right, and
that's
I agree with you. Who did I see? It was Muffy that you just that's my line Muffy. I moderate and mind my business
no,
half the time.
seriously. And I even stopped moderating for people because I don't people will moderate for people and I feel like it's a business when you're moderating. So therefore, if I have an issue with somebody who comes in your chat, that's not the time for me to deal with that issue. So
Hmm.
I don't want to mess up somebody's platform because of a personal issue that I have with somebody. And so I just
Right.
find myself just wanting to be free. And so I just said, okay, guess what, Nat? You don't need to mod for anybody. You just be you.
Well, you
And
know
it
what? I'm
works for
very
me.
good at not seeing people. That's me in my daily life. So, like, there are people I've been modding in chats. There are people who may have blocked me, may not like me for some strange reason or the other, which I don't fucking care. But I'm good at not seeing you. So, you come in the chat, I don't even, I just pretend I don't see you. I have a lot of people, different chats I'm in, people who may have blocked me, people who may have been saying stuff about me. Poor little me who talks to nobody or troubles people. But, but
Girl,
I
I'm blocked by everybody. And do I care? Not
why
at
would
all.
you
Because guess what?
care?
I'm not gonna
Why
block
would
you.
you?
I'm not gonna block you because I want to see you talking shit to me. So therefore, yeah, because when I feel like it, I may drag you by your neck. If I
I
don't,
only
I
have
may.
four people blocked.
Yeah,
Four
I might.
people.
I don't block people. I just feel like all that. A lot of the behavior for me is juvenile. I am a grown woman. I have a 21-year-old. Okay, so like a
Right,
lot of that stuff is very juvenile, and I can't get with it. And I understand that everybody's not everybody's cup of tea. That's okay. It's
right,
okay. You
right.
like who you like, and that's okay too. People. I'm like the girl over there. We ain't even gonna talk in the Nate. Like some of these things that these people do, just it bothers my spirit. I'm gonna
Right.
say that because in the end of the day, they try to mess up people's real lives.
Right. Red Snapper, I see your comment that you got blocked by a lot of people too. I understand. Some people I've never spoken to, some people I've never ever been to their
It's
channel.
funny to me too.
I've never been to their channel before and I'm so like, ooh, ooh. When I,
No, it's funny, and then you see other people talking to them, like, well,
and I'm like,
some
who is that? Where is
right, and then you realize you're blocked, and I like some people get mad. I literally crack
I
the hell
don't.
up because most of the time I don't even know that person. So like, bitch, what you
Right.
block me for? I don't even know you, but it is what it is.
I don't
Like I
even know
said,
some of them. I don't even know them. Some of them, apparently, they would maybe go in a chat that I'm not in or somewhere that I am, and
yeah,
they'll block me from there because I know I've never ever been to your channel. I
right.
don't know you.
And you have to understand that some of these people are miserable in their real lives. So I take all these things into account because I am a fair person and I don't get upset about a lot of stuff. I just laugh at the people because I think that they're crazy. And they think that I'm crazy because I choose violence, but I think they're crazy because they're passive aggressive. Yeah, because they're passive aggressive. At least I'm in your face. I choose violence today. They are like, oh, I think I like you. And then they're behind the scenes. I don't really like her. Like that for me is just too much.
Right, that's true. That's too much. It's crazy over here.
No, and it's starting to feel like all these stories. Let me tell you this: since I stopped modding, it's starting for me to feel like everybody is friends behind the scenes, and it's starting to make it seem like all these things that are brought on YouTube are fake. Like they made it up to make content.
Yeah,
and I don't like my face being played in front of.
Yep.
You know,
right, Niecy, I'm everywhere. I know, because some of these beefs, I'm telling you, I see the play before they
right.
And
they're friends.
You,
and it's okay for you to be friends, but don't play in my face. Like I don't like that. And I say that. Yeah, don't play in my face.
Right. They're playing people's faces.
They do the sympathy thing. And I just feel like, I'm from the hood. So for me, it just feels like a whole bunch of con artists sometimes. And I hate to say that because I understand that this is a job and they do work and they do have to build content. And it is a job. But like for me, sometimes it just feels like a whole bunch of dry begging.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That happens too. I see that too.
Okay. Yeah. And when you are good at your craft, you don't have to dry beg. I tell my son this all the time. My son likes to rap. He's 15 years old. I continue to tell him to work on his craft because when you're great at your craft, people are going to invest in you. Right?
Let
you
your
don't have to do all that dry begging.
No,
right?
Yeah. And some of the people here, let your talent show. You don't have to beef, to be seen or noticed. Just let people love you for who you are. You don't have, some persons go out of their ways to create beef. And that's not necessary.
When they could create better things like competitions between each other. Nothing's wrong with a friendly competition.
Right.
We are all in a sector. Why can't we create things that will have us working together as a sector? You can still pretend like we don't like each other, this, that, or the other, but there should be a time where we can all come together because y'all share the same subs.
Right. And we've seen a few moments. We've seen the hair competition, the makeup competition.
Yeah, those are good competitions. They're healthy.
And James does stuff sometimes too. So there are different times when there are, nice light moments. But we can have more of that instead of wasting your time trying to create beef. So you're always going to have to keep doing. But there are some people who are creating beefs and the momentum is going on. But at some point in time, people are going to get tired of it. Especially when you're all out of beef and you're all out of people to beef with,
Oh, they are tired and they come for I noticed that the numbers do get high still when it is beef, but what I also know is that it won't last as long. Do you remember that?
Oh, there's no longevity.
Yeah, remember they used to last days and days and days. Like a lot of people, it doesn't do that no more because it's not only draining to the content creator, it's draining to the subs.
Right.
I'm drained some days from these people.
I'm not a sub to a lot of people, but I've been, unsubscribing from a few, but I'm usually everywhere because I don't have beefs with people. Hey, Tex Coco, but I usually try to be everywhere. Some places I don't drop in just because of the mere fact that they may be at war with somebody who I'm on for or something.
Exactly, or somebody that you
may become a little bit uncomfortable,
No, and at the beginning when I first started jumping down, you find yourself being too invested in it and inserting yourself. And then this is the crazy thing is because when you've inserted yourself, then these people become back friends and you're the oddball out. Okay?
Right.
So you just have to learn that, their beef ain't your beef. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping these subscribers understand when the content creators are going at it, try not to pick sides if you don't have to, because they'll block you and stuff. And then 2 they become friends. And you're the oddball.
You're looking crazy.
Right, you're there looking crazy. You can't type in their chats no more. That don't.
And like I said, for me, I'll talk shit about my own mama. I mean, I love jokes. That's what it is for me. And so, I don't never feel like I have to pick a side because if I want to say something funny about either party, I'm gonna say it because I want to laugh.
That's how my family is. We do a lot of joking around and stuff.
I love to laugh. Life is too short.
I love to laugh, and that's why I keep saying I watch comedies when I'm watching movies or stuff. I want to laugh because life is always stressful as it is.
I was shot at 15, Carrie. I was shot at 15, Carrie. You know,
Wow.
I was shot at 15, and for me, life looks different, and I live it to the
Yeah.
fullest because I realized that I had the grace of God upon me, okay? And that he
Right.
saved me. And so for him saving me, I want to show him that I appreciate life. I want to live, I want to laugh, and I want to love. And so, I understand why people sometimes don't get me. Our experience, it builds our perception of things. I've experienced
Mhm.
good, bad, and ugly. My father's from Jamaica. I've experienced bad there. I've experienced bad here. Um,
Mhm.
I think that we just really have to sometimes get out of our own head and think out of
Mhm.
somebody else's experiences. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, and I'm also happy that you're here today because you got shot and you live to see another day and you're here with us. So that's really good. Nice to know that you didn't succumb to that.
And
You know,
I promise you, I live every day like it's my last day because
right? Because you never know what will happen.
I
You
never know what
never
will
know
happen.
what will happen. You
And
never
when
do.
something
So
happens to you as a teenager, it affects you for the rest of your life.
the
And so
rest of your life.
I don't live life like everybody else. I realize that it really is precious. And I think that some of us, we take life for granted. Okay.
That's true. So I see why you would want to take look at things lighter and be all funny and stuff because
Yeah.
you've been at the end of you've been shot. We know how that may, well, not we because I've never experienced it, but I can well imagine how that will make you look at life differently. You were
I,
near death's door, so you got to look at life differently and enjoy life.
I just do. I just do. And
Just
let me tell you,
enjoy life.
I had a friend that was shot with the same gun as me about 3 months after I
What?
was shot, and he was killed.
Oh
And so
no!
for me, like, I know for real that it could have been me. We got shot with the same gun. It could have been me.
Wow.
And so I'm just not going to look at life how people want me to look at life, and that's okay.
Mhm.
And again, like I say, you don't have to like me. I don't really care if you do or if you don't. Okay, it's okay.
Mhm.
I understand that I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I think that's where people get upset is because I realize that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm crazy. I'm loud. Uh, yeah, I like to laugh. I don't take a lot of stuff serious, and I try to always dumb down a situation to bring the lighter part of it because I just think that that's what life should be. And so that's just
Yeah,
where I'm at with it. But
yeah.
I love y'all, and I love a lot of y'all, and it's just so funny to me because I get so confused when people say you can't find friends on YouTube or you can't have feelings for people. I don't see it that way. I,
Right.
I don't see it that way. Maybe you're not a close friend, maybe you're not nothing, but for me to say that it's just a partnership or a YouTube ship, I just find that to be crazy.
Right. You can
Especially when
find
these people
friends
talk.
here.
Yeah, especially when they talk behind the scenes, and I know they do. Like, what?
Mhm.
So that's not your friend, but you talked to her on the phone?
Right.
Oh,
But then
it
you
makes
have
me think.
people who are talking to people behind the scenes only with the intention to save stuff for another day. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
some
They.
people
I mean,
you can tell that some
Shelly.
people will
Shelly
do.
know I love her, but I find it very weird that Shelly records phone calls. I do. I
Maybe
love you,
Shelly has
Shelly.
had bad experiences, so she has to keep it for her.
Right. So I
I can
understand.
I
So I
can I
understand it,
can
but I
probably
still.
understand that, to make sure if something comes up, you can say, "But I have proof that this didn't happen." But then you have some people who go out of their way to do stuff. They put themselves in a situation.
And
They
that's
put
another thing is
themselves
that
in
I
that situation.
realize what I realize on YouTube is that there's things that I wouldn't do, but everybody's not like me. So
Mhm.
what you'll
What
do to
you
the
would
fullest
do.
extent, I
Mhm.
might not do. I'm not gonna
Right.
call the police on nobody on no YouTube talk about I'm scared and shit like that. I'm gonna come
Right.
beat you up, bitch, because like there's a problem because you got me in my feelings. I'm not
Right.
gonna I'm not gonna put a pedophile or suit on somebody when I know how crazy that is and how much you can get somebody hurt for playing like that.
Right.
Those are things that you just in my world we don't play about those things. Okay, it isn't funny to
Right.
me. Um, so yeah, I find myself looking at them, and then I just when I feel that way, I just click off, girl. I just
And
log off. It's
this is one of
simple.
the things. This is one of the things I was saying on Friday, and this is one of the reasons why I thought long and hard about coming on camera when I was starting. Because I'm like, there's just too much craziness happening here, and I'm like, we never know where our faces are gonna be, who takes a photo of you, or a screenshot, or
Yes.
recording, or what happens. And I don't want stuff happening on YouTube, which is my downtime, my personal life,
Right.
my
Out of our
relationship.
professional zone.
Right.
Right.
So So that was something, and I'm saying, look at that. That's sad because I should be able to just come on camera and do my thing and not worry. I shouldn't have to be worried about those types of things, you know.
And
So
what was so funny is,
you
curious,
never know.
when I first came on, somebody had lied on me. I think I was in Pizarro's chat or something like that. Somebody had lied on me though, talking about I was doxing, and I'm like, girl, I'm not. Look, I don't pay attention to you, girl. I don't pay attention to these bees like that in the chat. Let alone I'm gonna spend my free time to look your
Right.
information for what, girl, for what?
You
And so
don't have that much
that's the time when
time.
I got on Brianna's and like. I put my whole face out there and I didn't care. Like I'm a nice looking girl, so I don't care anyway. I ain't never had a problem with my looks, and I'm very secure. When you're
Right.
6'2", you have to be.
You
You
have
just
to
know that.
be.
You have
Right.
to be. I've been 6'2" since 5th grade. You have to be. And
You
so
have
with that being said, I don't get in my feelings about what these people say about me when I know that
to
most
they think.
they don't know me like that. You know what I mean? So it just all
Right.
of it seems funny to me because they get so upset and in their emotions about people that they say they don't care about or they don't know. So why does it bother you what that person thinks or says about you?
That's true. That is so
The
true.
only problem I have is don't lie on people. I got enough BS that you can say about me that's real. You don't have to tell a lie about me. So that's the only place where I get upset is that I don't like people lying on people.
Right. I can spot the liars too. There are quite a number of them here. And it
Oh, it's a
just shows
lot of them.
they lie. People know they lie, and by tomorrow it's like they tend to forget these things. You know, you just
No, and what's
how do you
crazy is
know
that at
that
the end
this
of the
person is
day,
a liar?
what's crazy is the end of the day, you think that line is cute and stuff like that, and it shows that you don't have no integrity. It shows that you don't
Right.
have a moral compass. And so for me, you think that you're trying to make somebody else look bad, and in the midst of you making somebody else look bad, you look terrible yourself.
Right. That's so true.
Right, because it
It
shows
shows
your
who you
character.
are. You show yourself
Yeah, your
right. That is so
character.
true. That
Your
is so
character.
true.
And then
That is
another thing that has been getting on my nerves since I'm on here and I'm airing it all out, I might as well, because this is one of these days, I just might as well. I am tired of these people. Like I said, I just don't like the fact that they play with each other's real lives.
right.
You can
I
think
don't
you
like
can.
that.
No, it's not cool to me. It's not cool to me. It's not cool that they talk about the kids. It's not cool about they talk about people who can't have kids. Yes, I understand it's a beef sector, but for me, when you do that shit, that shows me that there's nothing that you won't do for a coin.
Right. Like how far
Okay.
you go. How
Yeah,
far
that's the bottom line. When I look at it, it's like, damn, what won't you do for a coin? Right. And so it doesn't make me look at that person. It really makes me look at you. I'm
right.
just saying.
It
So
shows both sides of the coin, not just one.
yeah. Yeah. So that's just where I'm at. But I love y'all. And yes, I'll take 5'9" with 10. No, I'm just playing. I ain't never had no 10.
I saw that comment and I'm like, oh my god, 10 is a lot,
I
girl.
cracked
That's
myself
not
up. I said, girl, you ain't
normal.
never seen 10 in your life, okay?
That is
But
not normal.
it
That is
sounded good though. But no,
that sounds like something you should be running from. Mm-mm.
no, but Red Snapper is right. For some reason, like the short guys are always um attracted to us. It doesn't matter what
Yeah, it's like something to conquer. That's their thing. Ooh,
I
I need
think so. I think so. I
conquer.
think so. And I tease them. They're like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Negro, you need a ladder, okay? Like, because we
Right.
ain't even on the
I
same
just
level." Yeah.
I'm not very tall either, but I'm like I don't like short guys looking at me. I'm like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Do I need a kid or something? I need a man. I need to look up in someone's face,
No,
not look down at the top of your head. You
no, it's
know?
funny. And my husband is 5'9", and we're looking at my son who's now 6 foot. Our son is taller than my husband these days, and so we're like, yeah, he's short, okay. But I have been with the same man for 20 years. So I mean, if he was supposed to grow, if he's gonna grow during those times,
Yeah.
we missed we missed that. But I've been
But
with the same.
5'9" is not too far from 6, so not that bad, right?
Not that well, when he put on some tennis shoes or maybe a pair of Timbs, he could look me in my eye, girl.
Right.
But
Right.
but the real tea is that people love who they love. And that's just that. I've been with, like I said, I've known my husband since we were 13 and we're separated right now. But yes, the type of crazy I am, he knows not to even play with me like that, okay? Till this day, we're not even living in the same house, but I get the calls, the check-ins, and everything. Yeah, because and I don't think that it's because of him being scared. I just think that there's a line of respect. We've been together forever.
Right. And you
And
were
although
friends
it's not,
before, so yeah.
yeah, and although it's not working out, you can't take the fact that we were friends prior to that. So
Right.
sometimes you lose the relationship, but I'm not willing to lose the friendship as well.
Right. And there's no need for you to be hostile with each other. If it didn't work, it just didn't work, you know.
Exactly.
So be
And
friends.
eventually you get over you heal from the hurt.
Right.
Yeah, because it's a process. When you are,
And everything takes time. Yeah.
yeah, it's like almost having somebody die. Almost, it's almost like a death, and you have to give yourself that time to heal and be okay with what it is, and move forward. And it takes some of us longer than others, but the main goal is to heal so that you can live in your upper self, because then you'll
Well,
start to be a low vibrational person.
everything takes time. Everything takes time.
I
Fruit
think so.
trees, they take time to bear. Plants take time to bear. You gotta wait 9 months to see your baby. Everything takes time. So if a
Exactly.
relationship ends, it takes time to heal. Everything takes time. So we need to
Exactly. And
think
you guys, I'm
about.
tickled right now because y'all know I'm hella goofy, but I really am a complex person in my real life. So it's kind of funny that I'm having this conversation. I'm being serious because I really don't try to be serious on YouTube. I really try to use it as an entertainment app. Um like I said, sometimes it's just the energy when so many things are going on. It's that energy starts to come in your own house. So you have to check yourself and log off sometimes. And that's
Right.
I think that's a lot of people's problems, is that they don't know when to log off. And YouTube is like crack. It's addicting.
It's addictive. You
It's
gotta know how to
addicting,
pull
straight up and
yourself from it
down.
sometimes. It's true.
You say, oh, I say, oh, I don't want to go on there no more. Them people are crazy. And then I find myself the
That sounds
next
like
day,
Rhonda.
yeah, like what did she say about that girl? Right. So I'm there. And so I think that that's another thing that we try to get our time to go by, but I think that YouTube is like crack. This is like addicting, and I'm like
Right.
going through. Yes, my name is Antoinette, and I'm addicted to YouTube. Like I think we all need to like go through that class and get over it. And I think that because when we spend so much time, we don't have a healthy mind.
That is true. That is
I,
true. I'm sorry to hear about that, Niecy. Niecy said her second husband passed, and it took
I'm
her 6
sorry.
years. For all of 6 years, it did take a lot of time.
No, but Nisi, don't let nobody tell you that's too long, Nisi, because we all heal at our own time. I'm still healing from childhood. A lot of people, I watch people on YouTube all day. They're still getting over childhood trauma, and you can tell because it's in their behavior.
Right.
So Nisi, don't think that
I was
6
the
years
only
is
one
long, child.
yeah, quite a number of people here. You can tell it was some childhood trauma, and that's the reason why they act the way they do. And
No, it
comes down to
is.
how they behave.
A lot of things that
Yeah.
they say, it triggers me. And sometimes I think, my mom has a master's in social work, and so I lived in a home where she psychoanalyzes everything. Okay. And so with her doing that, it made me start to psychoanalyze things. And I see a lot of like when these people are talking about pedophile stuff, I could tell that there's something that happened in their home when they were little, just certain things, and they have not got over the childhood trauma, and they behave as such as a kid. And I don't know if they even know that they look crazy like a kid. Like sometimes I like them all, but sometimes I look at Fi and I say, girl, you look crazy to me because you're acting out of a place of juvenile, and you were too old at this point to not notice that we need to work on that in public. You can be whoever you want to be in your house, child, but when you're on a public platform and you're trying to build a brand, it's a bad look to me.
Right.
Would I invest in any of these brands in the beef sector? I don't think I would, just to be honest.
I was thinking about this the other day. I didn't want to call a name because I don't really, beef with people like that. But I was thinking about this particular person who was selling hair. Let's use that. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying to myself, would you want to do business with that person? Because that person, the way they behave on here, and you're gonna need your address.
Right.
I'm going to give you my address for you to
hear
send
what I just said,
there.
girl. Hear what I said. But I want to invest in anybody on this platform. No, I would not want to invest in your brand because your behavior. And I'm just sorry. That's just being real. We could all pretend like, oh, I would invest because we know that. No, your behavior speaks for your brand. And so like, no, I wouldn't invest. And it's sad because there are a lot of creative people in this sector and they have a lot of creative products. But your behavior doesn't add up with you being a brand. And that's just that.
And it depends on who it is. Because I've want stuff on here, still people, and I've given my address, and I know my address won't go out there, you know. But it depends on who it is, though. You have to see that person's, watch how that person moves and stuff before you know. You
And
know,
then some of us,
you have to be
like
careful.
me, and then there's people crazy like me because I dox myself. Okay. Yeah, I
Why did
dox
you do that, though? You're crazy.
because I dox myself because I don't.
No.
The reason why I did so is because you're not gonna. Look. I don't want nobody holding anything over my head. First of all, and anything in my life that I've done, accomplished, or not accomplished, I'm not embarrassed of. Everything about me has created this person
When you
who I
say
am. And my heart is big, and so I wouldn't take back any of the experiences for nothing because I know who I am in God, and I know what type of heart I have, right? So I
but did
dox
you give your
myself because
address?
they
When you say you
continue.
dox yourself, did you
I
give your
did because they continued. That's why I changed. That's why I changed my name because they kept on threatening me. I'm gonna dox you. I'm gonna dox you. So I wanted to make sure that they had my name right, you know. So I spelled it right all the way out for them. They don't have to guess on it. That's the spelling. Yeah, girl, that's the spelling,
Oh
right?
my god.
Right, because the reason why is because I'm not worried about anything or anybody. I only fear God, and I can guarantee that ain't nobody gonna come and touch me in the physical, my girl. So like that's the things that I don't worry about. Okay.
No,
I
I'm
don't
not
worry
gonna
about it.
go that
I'm very
far.
aggressive. Play
That's
with me if you want
crazy.
to. Yeah, play with me if you want to. Come to my door, and I have kids and stuff like so. I don't play those. Like I said, those are crackhead games. You get crackhead prizes for
But
those games.
that's the reason why you shouldn't dox yourself. You have
I
kids
doxed
at
it, girl.
home.
I doxed it. I doxed it because you get tired of people trying to threaten you and try to have something over your head. You don't have nothing over my head because my story is my story. Okay.
Well, I see it both ways. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
And
my
then,
story is my
some of these
story. And am
people
I
are
worried
so
about
far away. They're
anybody?
in another country. They're in
How am I
another
gonna be worried about
state.
these people? Carrie, how am I gonna be worried about these people that say that they're the baddest bitches and stuff, but they're on the phone with the police and shit? Like, why would I be scared? I told you, where I live, we don't even call the police for help. Right. So, like, I'm definitely not gonna be worried about a person that's threatening me that is really scared and they're doing things to make themselves look and feel better. Girl, I'm not impressed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Nisa
not
says she
impressed.
agrees with most of what you're saying.
I'm
Yeah,
just not impressed. And if you want to come to my door, if you want to test it, you don't never know who's on the crazy side of that computer or cell phone. So
that's
you play with
true.
these people and you really don't know who they are, right?
That's
And they can play
true.
with me if they want to, girl. I wish it. I beg you, girl, because I've been being good lately, girl. I've been being good. I need a little
Period. That's what
craziness.
Jamaica.
I
You
adapt well
really
to
have some
crazy,
Jamaican
okay?
in you. You are crazy, girl.
I
You're
adapt well,
crazy.
and I think that I'm just a free spirit for real. And yeah, I am. I'm just a free spirit, and I am, like I said, I had your life experience. It just molds you to be who you are, and that's why I don't understand why these people get so upset when people tell you who you are. You not who these people call you. You are who you say you are. You are who you answer to, and so some of it be weird. You know, when I get the kikis, it's fun and gags. But when they get so
Mhm.
serious and malicious, I get confused.
Right.
I get confused. When they talk about people's kids and stuff, I get very confused because what the hell does the baby have to do with it?
I step away most times. I
What does
step away
I think
most
that it's the most gross thing when you tease a woman and say that she can't have children. I think that's one of the worst things
I
ever.
don't think that Reed, I think they could put that Reed to bed because who is gonna be 51 or 52 and want to have a child right now? Not a lot of people.
No, but it's a
So
sick thing to
that
even say.
Reed,
It's
that
a sick thing
Reed,
to say. Let me tell you something.
yeah,
When I got
especially
shot at
from a
15,
woman, another woman, yeah.
no, when I got shot at 15, they told me that I could never have kids, right? And I know how that felt. So that feeling, right? So
Hmm.
I just don't think that that's a reading. See, God has the last word in your life. If you love him and you trust him and you walk with him, he has the last word because I have three. But when I got
Hmm.
shot, they said I couldn't have none. And I'll never forget that feeling that I had because that is part of our purpose, right?
Yeah, and some people choose not to
And
because
some
of
people
their
choose not
health.
to. And
Not
some
that they
people
couldn't,
choose right.
not
And
that
so
they
it's okay.
couldn't.
I just don't think it's a drag, and so I just get confused on some of this stuff, and that's why I try to stay in my own world. If you guys notice, I don't even be talking to people in the chat. I be talking to myself. Okay, I talk to myself. I laugh at myself. Right? You don't have to entertain me. I entertain me. Okay. So that's the difference between me and a lot of people. They need those people to talk to them and comment on their comments. Girl, I be in there just to talking to myself.
Oh
I
my
said these
god.
folks might think I'm really crazy in that way, but no. I am. I'm able to enjoy it and laugh at myself, and I don't need anybody to speak with me if you don't want to speak with me. It's okay. Like, it ain't gonna stop me from
She
talking.
talks to herself.
Girl, y'all know I be talking to
Oh my
myself.
God.
I do. I don't be talking to nobody. I don't be talking to anybody. I be talking to myself, unless a troll comes down there and tries to mess with me. Then I just grab them by the neck because I don't play those games. But like, I talk to myself. And so when you are okay in your own world, you're able to be okay on YouTube. So that's the moral of my story, is that when you're okay in your own life, you're
Right.
you're okay on YouTube. And when you see people that are not okay on YouTube, it's a red flag to me. And I think that sometimes we be hard on those people, but for real, some of those people be going through some things and they're not able to express those things. And so I just kind of just look and observe before I say anything or place judgment, because who am I to judge?
Right. That's so true.
Who am I to judge? These people talk about monies and all that stuff, girl. I've had the most and I've had the less. It just is what it is. I don't, credentials and money and houses, they don't define my character.
Right.
And I wish people would understand that. I don't give a damn.
Some of these people who keep talking about they're rich, why do they constantly have to get stuff from their subscribers though?
They're not rich. That's why. In their
Why
mind,
do
they're
you
rich. They're delusional, if you ask me. Okay,
Crazy.
delusional.
Crazy.
Because there is going to be a time in everybody's life where you're going to need somebody else. That's why I'm careful on how I treat people, because you just never know that time that you were nasty to that person and you may need them. Now look.
That is so true.
Now look. This is just like, even when I'm wrong, sometimes I've said some things that are wrong that have really offended somebody or hurt their feelings, and I apologize.
Right.
Why? Because it's the right thing to do, and I don't need the saying is, well, they did this, and so I'm doing this, and it's okay. That shit sounds crazy to me. My teenagers don't even fight like that at this point. Oh, because my sister said this, I said this. No, you have to be responsible for your own actions. Like, get the hell out of here. We grown.
Right. And try to think before you do stuff. Think before you speak. That's my thing. Think before you speak. Think before you do stuff. And I'm talking about think before you do stuff. And that's one of the reasons I say think before you do stuff. If somebody blocks me, I never ask them to unblock me because I don't care.
Oh, me neither.
You thought about it. You thought about it.
I asked Tracy. I ain't gonna lie. I asked Tracy because I think she blocked me because she thought I meant something else. But the thing about Tracy is that she'll ask.
She's blocked me before.
No, Tracy will ask, but the thing
thought I was a troll.
She will tell you why she thinks she blocked you and stuff like that. And I laughed at it. I didn't care at the time, but she unblocked me. But that was like probably the only person. Because if you have me blocked, you have me blocked for a reason. And the weird thing is that if you have me blocked and I don't even see you in the chat, that means that you're looking at my comments from the clouds, weirdo, and you're bothered by what I'm saying. Man, and it's weird. Okay.
I have people who's blocked me but they're still there watching me. And I'm like, girl, why are you still watching and commenting about me? Like, keep me blocked. You block me and you're still trying to figure out what I'm saying in comment sections. Girl,
right. I don't know. There's
this girl.
It's this for me, Carrie, it's this obsessive behavior that happens on YouTube. A lot of people become obsessed, and that is the weirdest. Girl, it's weird to me because you're obsessed on strangers.
Right? Nihar, I am blocked. Nihar said, who's gonna block me? Child. People block me.
I love y'all. I just want to hit your link because
I appreciate it.
I mess with you the long way, and I love y'all and stuff like that.
Girl,
and sometimes
I love you back. I like everybody. Well,
me too.
I'm not saying that.
That's what I told. And look, and sometimes I'm talking to my friends, not my regular friends, because my regular friends in my real life, they said that I'm weird. The YouTube bitches are weird, and we're all weird, right? But there's a couple people that I have like that are from YouTube, and you know, sometimes we'll talk about what's going on. And I always think of when people say, stop talking in the background, this, that, and yet. No, just be real. The things that you say about people in the background, you should be able to say to their faces, and don't be fake in front of them. That's the only problem that I have. You're able to say what you want to say, and you're able to talk to who you want to talk to at the end of the day. But be able to make sure that you're able to say that to that person if it ever comes across, because that's where I think the lines get sticky. When you have said something that has offended somebody and then you get up on here and say you didn't say it.
Right.
And this next thing you know, there's a Shelly who has the phone call recorded and that you said it. Right. So that's the issue. I'm my bad, Shelly. I love you, Shell. Yeah.
Yeah, we love you, Shelly.
She know that's my mad gal. Okay, there's something about us Jamaicans. There's something about us Jamaicans that we just understand each other. So it just is what it is.
Right.
But
Right.
thank you for letting me on your platform.
Thank you for coming up. I really appreciate it.
Okay, girl, I'm about to do my homework, child. Okay.
Okay. Do well. So you're studying, you said, right?
I am. I have been a hairdresser for about 20 years, and
Mhm.
now I want to. I'm in school because I want to inspire. I want to teach. So I want to be an instructor, and so that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing an instructor training class so that I can share my gift and motivate young Black women, and
Well, that's good. I'm pretty sure your personality will shine when you're teaching, so that should be good. Yeah.
That's why I say I'm loved in my
Good.
real life. That's why I don't get offended by these people on no YouTube, because I am loved in my real life.
Right. Your
I am.
personality is nice and
I
bubbly.
am the butterfly child.
It's
I
warm.
am. And so yeah, I'm not gonna allow. But I just wanted some of y'all that I key with to just know that yeah, I like joking and stuff, but I'm a complex person, and there's so much more to me, and I care about so many topics that we don't get to talk about because we're always beefing. So I love you, Carrie Cakes. I'm gonna do my homework, and y'all have a blessed Sunday, everybody.
Do well in school. Keep doing your thing.
Oh, I
All
am.
the best to you.
I'm trying to tell you, when you have God, man, and I ain't preaching. I'm just telling y'all, it's an amazing thing to be connected to the source. That's all I can tell you.
All right.
So, anyways, with that, y'all have a very blessed day. I'm probably gonna log all the way off of YouTube, and some of y'all need to too. All right.
Go get your work done. Go get your work done. Thank you
Bye,
so much. I
y'all.
appreciate it. Bye. Oh, that was Antoinette. That was Ned. Thank you so much for coming up, Ned. I dropped the link another time. I don't know if anybody else wants to speak. And then I think we've had a really good discussion so far. We've touched on a few topics. We started off talking about this lady who was here in this restaurant beating her, trying to, beat her man about him cheating. And as you can see on the video on the screen, that lady, he's cheating. His woman is there. His wife came and found him, and she was there smacking the hell out of him. She was all upset and stuff. I understand how she feels. We never know how we would act in a situation like this. But I think I saw someone said in the chat what she would do. Let me go back. She said she would have been on the phone. Nihar! Nihar says she would be on the phone transferring accounts to personal account, then close that joint account. Oh my goodness. So you'll be hitting him in the pockets. I know that's right. Yeah, I'll be, if I found stuff out, I'll be making my background plans for real. Whether it is to move out, whether it is getting my lawyer in the background, I'll be doing stuff in the background. I wouldn't be showing out. I'm smooth and deadly. That's what I do. I have my times when I'll go crazy, but I prefer the cooler way to get stuff done. All right, I dropped my link. Let me see if there's anybody else who wants to speak. I think I saw Rhonda. Are you still in here, Rhonda? I don't know if she's behind in the chat because I saw her saying hi to Tracy. I think Tracy's live. I think so. Let me see. Oh, yeah, she is. Tracy's live. Who is she cussing? Tracy's cussing somebody. Look at that title. Oh, my God. Well, guys, I want to thank Shelly for coming up. I want to thank Antoinette for coming up. Nets. I want to thank everybody who took the time out to type in the chat. For those who dropped down to say hi, I want to thank those who shared my live. I want to thank everybody because a channel does not build itself with the content creator only. Yes, it's the subscribers that help to build the channel. It's the persons who participate. So those persons who came on the panel, those persons who take the time out to type in the chat, those who share your lives and so on. So it's not a one person thing. Yes, you may do most of the work, but it all boils down to the support. It's the support that really counts. Now, I'm going into 2 hours? I can't believe I'm on here for 2 hours. I would have never even thought I'd be here for 2 hours. Who would have thought that? Who would? I just came on here and I'm like in my mind, okay, I'm going to spend like 5 minutes, play the video, talk about it, and keep moving. And look at that. We had a really good conversation. We had Shelly came up and gave her story and dropped a few gems. We had Net who came up, dropped her story, dropped her gems also. And we can all learn from each other. So I think, like I said, we do discussions, we have our games and stuff. But, let's all try to find something, a lighter side to the beef sector. We may watch it and stuff, but we don't have to always be engaged in beefing and negativity. We don't always have to bring the toxicity in our homes. So there's a time for beefing, a time for, joking around and, having light moments. And that's one of the reasons why the games I play on here, I try to just have light moments here. And I'm not gonna be beefing. I could have checked on anyone and started off, beefing with stuff, but it's just not in my nature, Nah. Mm-mm-mm. Child, my gel nails are long. I like to participate. It's a good. Well, thank you, Nisi. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I want to thank everyone for spending their time with me today on a Sunday. We've had our light moments. I'm going to go check on the YouTube streets, see what's going on. I'm going to go in a few lives and see what's going on. All right, everybody, little more. Talk to you on, I think, Wednesday. So I'm here on Wednesdays and Fridays. Bye, everyone. Little more.